Good evening, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in the universe. This is Commander Swifty, the ineffectual gamer, and this is Elite Dangerous Beyond. Do we still say Beyond? Sightseeing in the bubble tonight is what we're supposed to be doing. So, let's see where we are. Oh, finally, get myself up and running. Okay, so just give me a second while I post this in Discord. Okay, that's that one done. Oh, not there. Promote your thing. Okay, post one in there. There, guest tubers, paste. Live radio. Stream advertisements, and in the Baron stream, of course, as always in the Baron stream. Always posting in there for Zoomski. Now, the music's appearing quite loud to me. I'm supposing it's loud to you as well. So tonight is going to be sightseeing in the bubble, and I'm a bit late getting on, so you're just going to have to give me a little bit of a chance to just get orientated with the stuff I was looking at. So I think there's some quite interesting places to visit. I just thought it would be good to go have a look at various bits and bobs. I think I've missed something out here, which isn't good, but I can do that on the way, looking for some other stuff. So, various mega ships and stuff, but unfortunately this ship isn't yet sorted out for mega ships, otherwise I'd be there, robbing them blind. Okay, yeah, let's have a look at, unfortunately I can't, what's the word, sort through this stuff, so you just have to give me a second to look around it. Look at exploration stuff. So just give me a second. There are some other interesting things actually. I haven't looked at this list in forever. So some of these places you can get stuff from as well, so it's not the end of the world. Did I just see it? No. Explorers, there we go. Okay, let's try this one. This will be the first location to go to. So you'll be able to see these locations as I'm typing them in, although I'm going to type them in quite fast, so, well, I'm going to copy and paste them in actually. If truth be told, I'm going to just paste it in. So, this is A Corone Austrini, apparently. This is the name of the star. And this is back all the way in the bubble. So it's going to take a few jumps to get out there, but once I've got out there, there'll be no need for any more jumps, and we'll be in the bubble looking around, so don't worry about that, we'll be alright. Let's just make sure I've got everything up and running correctly. Looks like everything's running correctly. The studio looks like it's running. Twitch is probably going to kick in with a video because they always do. Says I'm streaming on there, so that's good. Okay, yep. Looks like I'm good on Twitch as well. Actually, it looks even better on Twitch. Okay, right, seeing as I'm up and running, let's get going. So, first location. So how many jumps is it? It's going to be a few jumps. Just to let you know, I've been in Robigo in House's Reach for probably a week or so now, just trying to collect some mats. Things I've been looking to collect have been data mined. Divergent scan data maybe, I think it was one of them. Modified embedded firmware, as you can see. got a ton of that. Not as many as I would like. Biotech conductors, been looking for them. The only problem is my ship's been getting destroyed a lot, and even on autopilot, it scraped the mail slot the other day, and all my passengers got really annoyed. So while I'm back in the bubble, I think I'm going to get a Type 9 and actually buy a shield, and actually I'll only lose one passenger for the shield, so I just think it's worth it, because I was getting pretty narked sometimes with it bouncing me off the walls and stuff. I really don't want it doing that, so I'm just going to check my outfitting, because I want to make sure I've got the things that I want. So one of the core internals I'm going to need, one of the optional internals I'm going to need for this is an SRV. I do have an SRV, and then the other one which I could really do with, but I bet you I can't get it here. Oh, might be able to. Oh, but it won't fit in a 2 slot. Okay, let's see if we can fit it in a 4 slot, or a 3 slot, sorry. Hopefully it can. I'm going to look for... hang on. No, it won't. A 2 won't fit in. Right, so I might have to... I don't think for this first one I need... a shield generator, but I will have to look for one while I'm in the bubble for this ship, 'cause if I'm doing some of this kind of tourism stuff, you never know what you're going to have to land on, or what you're going to deal with. So let's get underway. If you're joining the stream for the first time, don't forget to leave a like. See if we can beat this Type 9 out the mail slot. Looks like we're going to be able to. And we are off ski, so all pips to engines, because we're not doing any combat or anything here. Actually, I should message Elliotgar and let him know that I am actually streaming. Just give me a second. Let's go into Glowwick. Now anybody's welcome to join in these missions when I do missions, joining these trips when I go around people. You can either, even if you're on PS4 or Xbox, you can always still follow along to the locations if you think any of them are interesting. You probably won't be doing any surface bases. I was thinking of doing some surface bases, but they are, each and every one of them are a story in themselves. I'm actually going to start either doing, I might do a stream based around them, but also make videos based around them, because I think some of them are quite interesting. So frameshift drive charging. So we shall see. Hey Zenazulo, how's it going? My camera position's out of whack there. I'm just going to move that. Don't know why it's out of whack. Might be when I got miffed off last. The other night I can't remember. I was going to stream on. Can't remember which night it was. I was going to stream with Alizgar, but I kept on crashing the ship, and then my computer had a crash, and I just got so miffed off. I was like, no, I'm not turning it off. I turned it off and decided not to bother. Oof, this ship's very, very nimble. Very nimble indeed. Am I scanning these systems? Because I could do with the data. Although I say that, I lost one the first time I crashed my Type 9. No, not for the moment, but I was considering getting so. You've been watching far too many of my streams. No, I was just saying that I've been doing all this kind of collecting stuff in Rubigo, and some of them were going really well, but every time I got a really good kind of passenger load, it would always end in disaster, and I'm kind of not dealing with that now. So when I'm back in the bubble, I'll order a shield in my Type 9 in the bubble, and then I'll ship it out to Rubigo next time I'm there, and I'll make sure I have a shield on my Type 9. I will get a shield for this one, although shields aren't important really for what I'm doing tonight, I don't think. Unless I end up going to a really like high G planet or something. Then I think I'll rest up somewhere and get a shield before I do that. I think it would probably be the best idea.
Disengaged. Frame shift drive.
So I forgot how many jumps it was. 7 jumps out. Now this is supposed to be an interesting star system, so as I said, a lot of these places I haven't been yet, so I'm just trying to go down the list while I'm jumping. Oh, there's a good one. Could be a good one as well. Might need a shield for that one though. Shield's back to engines. And try Game Blast out as well at some point, mixed in with my joysticks, because my joystick and throttle.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Because I think Game Blast would be a good secondary thing. You don't have to use it. If I've already got it mapped, don't have to use it, but so as I said before, the system I'm off to is Rangu, or something along those lines. 50 50. Should I actually only be stopping at scoopable stars here, to be honest? Non-scoopable stars are not a very good idea with this. I don't think I've actually got a bad fuel tank on this Diamondback. Still needs a bit of work on her, but she's not very old. I can't remember what the actual jump rate is on this. 67 when laden, but could still do a couple of bits on it. How come you keep losing your keybinds, Alistair? I haven't, and I didn't change anything. Good. Hey, Commander Gates, how's it going? How's it diddling? I don't know what the deal is, Alistair, with the keybinds. Do you set the keys through the program, or just directly in Elite? You know, with the X56 program, I mean. Because I was really worried about that, and then nothing's happened.
Frame shift drive charging.
Haven't seen you for a while in game, Commander Gates. Been playing something else? Blobfish is back playing Elite. There's going to be a big announcement for the Division tomorrow, so if I do stream it will probably be Division content. I don't know if it'll be Janice Diesel again or if I'll go with a different one, but there's a huge announcement coming from Ubisoft tomorrow. And they're really gearing some, like Twitter's gone mental. If you're a Division fan, I mean.
Frame shift drive charging.
Hey Morgan, how's it going? Good to see you. It's yeah, it's been a while, my good man. Are you still playing? Or just putting up your feet and watching? Which keybinds? Whoa, that is a big. That's a big one. Oh, I've hardly got any fuel left. This next star better be scoopable. Wow, that's bright. That's a bright neutron. Let's have a look as we go past it. Look at that. Beautiful. Tails are very soft. Yeah, we're going to have to make sure that this jump is
Shift drive charging.
I am not jumping to a brown dwarf. I could get seriously stuck. Right, let's go into the map, and we'll go to star class. And let's stick a K star in there since we're in the bubble. Don't need to worry about K stars, so yeah, we'll do that. Okay, and we should be able to fuel up in Senonas.
Drive charging.
So 2 jumps. No, it could be. It's very strange, Alaska. I know people who have the voice pack sometimes complain about it. But you're right. I would actually get in touch with Frontier. I'd put a ticket in and just say, you know, this is getting ridiculous. Especially if you're not prepared for it.
Fuel scooping.
Because I don't use the software, that's why I was asking. Because I just it's not the best fuel scoop, this, although it isn't the worst. I think it's in one of the best slots. Have I not got a heatsink? Or is it actually ballsed up some of my settings?
Taking heat damage.
I haven't got a heatsink, that's why. I thought I had a heatsink on this ship. I'll teach you to hang around.
Disengaged.
Hang around underneath suns. Don't think I did any damage though, luckily. Get our jump on. And it's this next one that we were travelling to. Well, you can always join me if you want, Commander Gates. No, Ubisoft they've done really well with the Division. I've been playing it the last month or so. I'm really enjoying it. Really getting into, and it's endgame I'm playing as well, and I'm still really enjoying it. Doesn't seem to get boring. Oh, that was interesting. Did you see it when it dropped in? Kinda. That is a bright sun. Have you seen one as... Whoa, look at the... Did you see the
Fuel scooping.
scoopable point? Look at that. How much are we heating up? Because it is red. Yeah, it's red. Oh, you're on PS4. Well, you can always still come along if you're on PS4. If you're actually playing at the moment. I am currently in Corone. In the Arcorone system. So we are heating up. It is really slowly. That is super bright. That is super bright. And we are slowly filling up actually. That's not bad. Once I'm full, or we explode, I'll just move a little bit away from the star and I'll see what it gets like. Yeah, I know where you're coming from, Morgan. I'm just that's why I kind of on the second account I'm just wanting to do everything, so when some content does drop, I'm never gonna have to do the crap content again. Fingers crossed. Oh, we're not getting hotter here actually. We're in the perfect position. So let's read up a little bit about this star. Let's see what information we can find out about it. Oh wow, it is actually. It's hugely big. So what's its luminosity? Class B stars. Oh, solar mass is solar radius. I always thought it had luminosity on there. Or is it this one actually? Might be this one I'm actually facing. So this is a big. There's 2 B stars and an A star in the same system. I thought it always gave more details about it than it did there. So it's super hot. Let's just put that there so you can just get a quick look at that while I look for the next one that I was wanting to go to. There are some mega ships and stuff. Oh, here we go. Might try that one later. There's a high G landing one. I'm not sure if I want to take that on just as my second thing of the night. I might take that on a little bit later. Right, let's go try this one. Don't think I've visited this system yet in the game. This is 4 Beta Trianguli. Looks to be maybe 2 or 3 jumps away. 2 jumps, I think. So, say goodbye to that star. That's not a bad star to fill up on that one. Ah, 3 jumps. That's what I first said, wasn't it? Oh, that was a B class star. It's definitely very, very, very bright. I don't think. Sometimes, obviously, neutron stars are bright, but I don't think I've ever seen that much glare on the windows of this DBX before. So of course I might have to do the odd extra little jump here because I'm having to go by scoopable stars. The tank on this little thing is not the best, so now this next system we're going to is uninhabited apparently. So apparently it's a very nice system within the bubble that's uninhabited. So we'll see what it's like, and if it's any good I shall bookmark it.
Fuel scooping.
If you enjoyed the video tonight, please do drop a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe to the channel. Whether you be on YouTube, what's that other one, Twitch, that other one. I forgot to actually post this stream on the old Facebook. I know some people still use it. It's shocking, isn't it? My dear, it's acting up again tonight. Oh, now it's not. There we go. Right, boy. Right, so dropping in. Star's big, but it's not as big as that last one. Just give me a second to post this in. Okay. Right, so let's have a look at this. Well, have a quick look in the system map. I did scan it, didn't I? So let's see what we've got in here. So we've got an A star, 2,804 million years old. Okay, let's see what planets we've got here. They look like some high metal contents. We've got a Earth-like world or a water world. I'm not too sure. That's a water world for sure. I think that's a water world. I don't think it's Earth-like. That'll be high metal content, and those look like high metal content too. But we'll pull away from the main star a little bit, and then we'll see what we can see in the scanner. Yeah, so definite water world. Oh, and they're definitely here next to this one. So, and there's two of them. One of them was closer to the sun, so there we go. So 2 water worlds, and then but there's a lot of high metal content. So this is I don't know exactly. If you came here and logged these, you'd make a couple of quid. If you did surface scans on them. What's that one? Why is it not showing? No, that's just a rocky body. It was showing us high metal content, but it wasn't. Well, that'll be a rocky body as well. Let's see if any of these are moons are terraformable. Could be interesting. Hey Malcolm, what are you killing tonight? Just assuming. That looks like that could be a high metal content as well. Yeah. It's got that low sound of rocks falling, that one. Oh yeah, we've got a few here as well, so. Oh. High metal content. One in here too. Another one. Somewhere. Why there's emissions if it's uninhabited. Chaos Warriors, is that a game or your group? Right, okay, so I'll jump out and we'll see what type of water world is. Okay, so it's terraformable. That's terraformable. It's a terrestrial water world, terraformable. Actually, that's not terraformable, a rocky body, so I'm guessing. Oh, that's terraformable. Terraformable. I haven't mapped that one, so I don't know. No, that one's not terraformable, so don't know if I got that one. That's not terraformable either. Oh, well. That one wasn't that interesting, was it? Let's have a look. I wonder if some of these have been changed a bit. That'd still be worth quite a lot of money, that. And if you went and deep probed the planets, you'd be doing very well for yourself. Very well indeed. Okay, let's see what else we've got. That Warhammer Total War. you mean by WH. I'm totally out of space with all that stuff. Out of space? Yeah, actually. I have a student who likes Warhammer though, he's talking about it. Right, here we go. Looks like that one might have been fixed. Give me a second. Sorry, it's quite hard. There's another high-value system, but I'm not. For this one, I'm not really interested. I tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to use this, and we're going to go down to some planet surfaces, and we will have a look at some INRA stuff. So, if you've never done this, it's quite interesting. Get some backstories of INRA. So. The first one is here, and I'm guessing I might have visited some of these systems previously in the other account, but I think in this account I don't even know if I've been to half of these places. So I'm gonna go have a look at some of these old INRA. It tells a bit about the story of INRA. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up a little bit of bit of history of INRA.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh, it looks like I've got a better website for their stuff as well, so hang on. Oh, that page doesn't exist anymore. Are you serious? That would have made my stream so much easier. Give me a second. Might be able to re-find it. I'll see if I can find it as a cached. I'll see if I can find it as a cached thing. Right. So before we start, I'll tell you a bit about INRA. It's the Intergalactic Naval Research Arm, which was known as INRA. They were a clandestine paramilitary organisation who were joint federal imperial. Not a lot is known about INRA. See if we can still find this list. Sorry. No. Oh, there is a route on there. Maybe I can do it. No, that's that one that was there before, so unfortunately I might be able to find it on Canon. Might actually even show up on the wiki. So yeah, not much is known about them. They were created to address the problem of the Thargoids when the Thargoids first attacked, and they created a chemical weapon which was used to destroy Thargoid technology. It was actually a virus, and it was called... not too bad, Malcolm. How you doing? Fooing? Both. I think it was called the mycoid virus or something. Is that the INRA settlements? Yes, it could be. It could be. I think I might have found them. Okay, good. I've got a list by the looks of it, and not a lot is known about them, so they don't exist anymore. I don't want to spoil too much of the story, to be honest. But yeah, they were originally put together to ward off the Thargoids, and they created this thing called the mycoid virus, which was designed to kill. I think it was a virus to kill the Thargoids. And it was actually Commander Jameson who delivered, if I remember, he delivered the big blow to the Thargoids by delivering the mycoid virus. And at the same time sourced things that maybe he shouldn't have seen, which may or may not have brought about his demise, which is which I don't want to spoil, so you'll have to go, if you haven't been to his crash site, go to his crash site, Jameson's crash site. You can find it if you just type it into Google, Jameson's crash site elite. You'll get the location, no problem. So we got, I don't know how many jumps it was. It's the next jump, so it's in Hermitage. So let me check this off the list. HIP, Triangolani, HIP. Ah, okay, here it is. I'm going to Hollis Gateway. Okay. So when we drop in system, which we just have, we'll pull away from the sun, just a tad. We'll line ourselves up with a majority of planets, because I'm supposing I'm going to be heading in the direction of one of these planets, so we'll line them up. And then we'll go ahead and find out where it is. It's not that one. These are icy bodies, so I don't know if you normally find bases on icy bodies, do you? Are they all like distressed? Yeah, apparently they are. Right, let's keep going. Oof. This scanner's moving like molasses. Okay. Hermitage 2. Hermitage 3. 1. Maybe it's somewhere around these a gas giant then. Let's go reverse. I don't know why the scanner moves that way. Drives me crazy. Hermitage 4. Okay, let's have a look at its moons. There we go. Geological, highly likely. Refining scan. Refining scan? I haven't actually seen this new scanning system going. Forgot it had been implemented. So refining scan, has that been added now then? Because now it's doing what it used to do, but it kind of gives you a refining scan. I don't quite get that. That is really strange. So there's geological, so that's not what we're looking for. Let's have a look at the other moon, see what we find there. Okay, so we've got geological, highly likely, and a refining scan, but we should have like a man-made one, isn't it? Isn't it man-made when you... or alien or something it comes up with? There's some water geysers on this planet, not that much. So, I haven't read any patch notes. Has something changed with the scan then? Well, it says geological. But we're going to head towards this one anyway. Apparently this is the one we're supposed to be heading towards. 4A. So maybe because the Inra base is dead, not up and running anymore. That could be why it isn't showing. How are you doing, Dave? I've got Red Dead on PC now. It was on special offer the other day. I couldn't say no. It's too cheap. But I can't stream it, unfortunately. There's an issue with Windows 7. Yes, I could upgrade, but I don't want to go upgrade from Windows 7. I'll probably still play a little bit on the PlayStation, especially now that I've heard that the PlayStation 5 will be backwards compatible, so... So let's have a look. What am I missing here? Now, if I remember right, a lot of these, some of them are text, some of them are acted out. So there's voice acting in them now. I don't know how many of these might have actually been replaced with full voice acting if Frontier have actually had people in kind of doing the job. You would hope that yeah, well, what? I'd have to donate to it myself though. Do pennies. Right, okay, so 7. Pull back a little bit, we'll get it in range, and then we'll probe it and see what we come up with. I'm pushing buttons by accident here. I'm going to end up slamming into something. Oh, hang on a minute. Commander Gates, if you're still watching, Dave plays on PlayStation, if you need a commander to double up with. Problem is, Dave's not very good at combat. He always shoots himself in the arse running away. Right, okay, here we go. For a Hermitage Fire, it's got like some weird glow to it. Oh no, it hasn't. It's just the colour of it. Okay, so we're just going to pull back a little bit. I hope to God I've got I have got a surface scanner. Although it is not engineered, but I don't think it needs to be engineered. I think this is a very, very small planet indeed. Maybe only 2. Maybe only 2 probes will be needed. Oh, I didn't know I had a little zoom in option there. This should give me Tenacious B. First discovered by Tenacious B, I love it. Right, there you go, we've got a human target on it now. That's a shame, because people are going to be hard pressed finding this stuff if it doesn't show up on your initial scan. Exit view. Oh, it's that one. Okay. So let's have a look. We've got lots of geological signals. Lots and lots and lots. And then we've got Hollis Gateway. Oh, why did I put Super Cruise in? Idiot. Right, okay, we just need to fly around the planet a little bit till we get lined up with Hollis Gateway. I might have to put the old night vision on. Because I think it's going to be dark, because we're away from the sun, and it's a pretty dark planet as it is. So we'll line her up. Try
Orbital flight
not
engaged.
have her coming in too thick and fast. And then while we're dropping in, I shall turn on the external lights of the night vision. Going to be needing them. Hopefully I won't destroy the SRV. So when you land at these old INRA bases, you have to kind of navigate your way around and find all the scannable terminals, if there's any scannable terminals, and then it'll tell us a little bit about the history of this particular site. And each site, because they were super secret, so each site was doing different stuff. Some of them had problems. Well, I won't spoil it. Right, here we go. Landing gear out. That's what she said. So you can see these huge tanks here. These tanks would have probably been holding mass amounts of the mycoid. I keep saying virus, but I need to double check that because I don't actually know if it was a virus or not. Right, so we might need to go forward a little bit here. There we go, got a nice landing spot there. Okay, so as long as we're not going super fast. Get lost. Got good alignment. The only problem with the way I got it set up now, sometimes it creeps forward. There we go. There she blows. Right, so I don't think I've got any modules closed down on this ship. Right? No. Must have been another one. Right, so SRV, you'll notice I have two. Got stuck on the crystalline shards last time I was out there. You do, or you're asking me, Dave? There very well could be. Well, full beam and night vision. Right, I forgot I was using the SRV there. So let's find out its name first. It said Hollis base on the thing. So you can see as soon as you're coming up here, it's very different from places like Dav's Hope. It's a big INRA insignia. It doesn't have the name of the base, it just says keep clear. So C23 it says on it, if I'm right there. C23 it said? Yes. C23 PFM INRA. So if we just go in, you can see these big tanks here are kind of rusted, but it's probably the mycoid virus. Let me just check about the mycoid thing, because yeah, it was a virus, a mycoid virus or particle. It was a fungus-based biological weapon for when the Thargoids invaded. I think it was 3100s or something. So let's see what information we can get, if we can get anything here. I don't know, because I don't remember particularly. Well, something's just... There we go. There's a settlement comms link. So we'll get that one. Okay, so there was another one somewhere here. I'll get them all before I play through them or read them or whatever it might ask me to do. So these aren't like Dab's Hope where you get like stuff that you can scoop up. Not that I'm aware of. It's a long time since I came to one of these, so I don't rightfully know, but you can see that huge tower there. And there also seems to be a lot of like satellite things and whatnot here, so... Discovered logs. These are audio logs, so there's 4 of them in total, so I'm going to find the last one, and then I'll sit back and I'll play through them. So this one says C23S2, so I don't know if that means Site 2 or something, maybe? Trying to get another click come up. I can't see it. There's something there. might be the one. No, I've already got that one. Oh, there's a data point there, so I'm gonna... It might actually be hidden on there. I don't know for sure. You see it's sparking, it doesn't look like it's in very good condition.
Incoming message.
Right, so, no, that's just unusual encrypted files, which is alright. So I've still got one to find. Aha! Now it's that one? No, I scanned that one when I first came in for sure. Oh no, that was the one. Okay, so let's go through these discovered log files and see what's in them. I'll turn the music down just a tad while I do this, because it might interfere a little bit with it, so I'll knock that down a little bit. Okay, let's see.
We received a very exciting delivery today. Pieces of recovered Thargoid technology, even fragments of spacecraft. Most of the samples are damaged, but we should still be able to put them to good use. Thargoid technology is, in many respects, far more advanced than our own. Understanding it could open up all kinds of possibilities and rapidly accelerate our own development. Space travel, energy, weapons, even medicine. The applications are potentially limitless. I suspect there's a key discovery to be made, one that will open up the aliens' technology to us. Who knows? Perhaps I'll be the one to make it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. There's lots of work to be done before we can start popping champagne corks. I've given the research teams their assignments. Let's see what they can find out.
Okay, so that's obviously a doctor of some type. A chemist, maybe, is the correct word, actually. So she's talking about finding out more about how it works, and more because they can accelerate their own development rather than actually fighting the Thargoids. So it's nice to see that they're thinking of money before everything else. But she does say, I'm getting ahead of myself and there's lots of work to be done, so that's an interesting one. Welcome in, Jamie. Is the Thargoid testing site? Well, it's the site of the mycoid, well, one of the sites where they were developing the mycoid virus. But this one looks like it's actually more to do with technology, where they were maybe trying to, well, find out more about how the Thargoids move around and stuff. But we should find that out as the audio logs go. Okay, 1 second.
Progress is slow, and much of what we knew about the Thargoids, or thought we knew, has had to be revised. But I suppose that's to be expected. We now have 12 active research projects focusing on a number of different areas. I find myself growing impatient with some of my colleagues. But that's the problem with being a perfectionist. I set high standards for myself, and I expect others to do the same.
Now, she said there we have 12 active research projects focusing on different areas, so I'm guessing some of it would have been... I mean, I can't remember if the INRA bases were before frameshift drives had been invented, and whether... because I know they got that from the Thargoids as far as I'm aware, or they got some of the information from the Thargoids. So it says 12 active research projects. It's quite a lot.
Phase 3 has been a failure. I sincerely believed we were making progress, but just because something works in theory does not mean it will work in practice. There have also been issues with the junior researchers. Some of them think they're being monitored, and one actually believes she's being held here against her will. Of course, those who have worked in this sector before know this is not the case. Naturally, our employers keep an eye on us. The work we're doing is extremely sensitive. We're researching alien technology, after all. It's a question of security. Some people can find a conspiracy in anything.
Welcome in, Wraith, by the way. Nice to see you. 9-7. It's fine. So she seems to be getting more impatient there, so I'm not sure if that's because her work wasn't working out or whatever, or whether it is the actual juniors researchers she's angry at. The idea of maybe not being held against your will when you actually are is a bit of a strange thing to be saying it's acceptable, but let's see. Let's see what else.
Our employers have become preoccupied with one of the research projects. Although I've repeatedly told them it's a dead end. It isn't even an official project. It's just something that one of the junior researchers cooked up in his spare time. He's a specialist in agricultural science, trying to wipe out famine or something. Apparently, he's created a biological agent that incapacitates the alien technology. Here we are, devoting millions of credits and countless hours to understanding this technology, and he's trying to destroy it. If it were up to me, I'd cut him from the project entirely. But our employers seem to think his work has merit.
So this was obviously the very, very early stage of the mycoid virus coming to fruition. A junior researcher who's trying to actually stop famine found out something that incapacitated their technology. So why she seems passive about it, I don't know, because she must have known what a threat the Thargoids held over humanity. I mean, you know, they weren't to be sniffed at, as we're finding now. So I don't know why she was quite passive about it, but let's see. I don't know if there's any order to actually do these or to just go to the places and see them. So here we have one. Next one will be in HIP 15329. No, sod's law, that's back over. Oh, I can't do it in the SRV, I forgot about that. Always back over. So you can see there's a warning there, and then it says myco hazard, so I wonder if the mycoid was dangerous to us as well. Some type of generator there. This is why I bring two SRVs, just in case. Right, off we go, Ski. Let's find the ship. There we go. There it is. What a beautiful ship she is. Love that paint job. So, park her up. Right, that should be enough to get us. Botching. So it should be enough to get us on board. Okay, so we shall go on to the next one. Can't believe we're having to go back over on ourselves, but if I'd have known that before, we'll be alright. It's fine. It's right, but I'm in Ross 9 at the moment. No, I'm not. I'm not in Ross 9. I'm in the Hermitage system. Visiting an INRA site, not landing gear up.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Landing gear up. Silent running. No, don't want that.
Thermal signature restored.
Where's my landing gear?
Landing
There
gear
we go.
retracted.
Don't know what has any questions, I can try and answer them, but my memory is not great. I remember quite a lot of the story, but not everything. But I do know that Commander Jameson was the one who kind of delivered it, and then they kind of bumped him off. That would have been the end of the story, I think. Well, that's what they intended anyway.
Frameshift drive charging.
Set off about 3 jumps, I think. 3 jumps? 4 jumps. That they were completely unaccountable to anything they did. I mean, their sole intention was put together to destroy the Thargoid threat. So this is why the Jameson story is quite interesting, because without spoiling it too much, you'd have to go back and listen to his recordings, but he saw much more than he should have. And it's one of the reasons why in my other account I'm actually Xeno friendly. But I'll leave that to you. You got to go find out. INRA were not accountable for any of the decisions they made.
Fuel scoping.
And it was all secretive, so the question is, did they actively do things to try and bring the Thargoids, bring them on, or bring them in?
Fuel scope disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Mr. Westland's come online. I wonder what he's doing. He's probably a million miles out in the black somewhere. Trying to find the smallest system in the smallest planets.
Fuel scoping. System scan.
It's only a small jump, so this must be... Oh, that was quick. Okay, so it's this next system.
Frameshift drive charging.
I do believe it's on planet A3. Oh, I should have used the galactic EDSM net actually has a route on there. I didn't see it earlier. Right, so I'll fly a little bit away from the sun just so I can do my
Fuel scoping.
system scan.
Fuel scope disengaged.
Now this is the reason, one of the reasons is INRA originally worked out how to develop the frameshift drive. I think it was INRA that worked out how to develop the frameshift drive. I hope I'm not butchering some of the lore, but it's one of the reasons it's believed certain areas are locked, because it's either that they knew there was Thargoids in those areas, or there's something that they're hiding in those areas that they didn't want to bring forward. So that's why we're kind of locked out. But I can't remember exactly why they why they got completely how do you say it? I can't remember why they got completely shut down or they stopped working. Right, okay, let's have a quick look. So we're looking for Planet A3, but there's a hell of a lot of stuff in here, so gas giants, but if it's A3 it should be somewhere that's close by, I'm guessing. It won't be under B, will it? Maybe actually it's, I didn't think about that, it's easier if I do that and then scan through. Oh. Let's try again. There we go. Oh no. There's something. There we go. So let's see what this one is. This is oh, A3, there you go. Well, did well there. But hang on, we can't land on A3, so there must be a moon. There's probably one on one of these moons. Well, that's got no features. That's got no features. I'm just trying to see if that's got no features. That one has no features. So let's give us a second. So it's A3. A3C. A3C. Right, so it's that one. It's not showing anything. Targeted. Then we'll make our way over and we'll do a deep surface scan. Welcome into the channel, by the way, Jamie. Where did you see the stream? Have you just dropped in or did you see me advertising on somewhere? Okay, probably check the music. So it shouldn't take too long to get here because I'm blasting my way over. I'm not using the Super Cruise for this one. It'll take us 3 weeks to get there. If we do. I'm going to have a quick look at the see what we're expecting here. Sorry, I overshot it. I was trying to find something on the base there. Okay, so here we are. HIP 15329 A3C, if you plan on visiting here yourself. And again, if it's a really small planet, you should just be able to get it with a couple of probes. Luckily this one is lit at least. By the looks of it. Should only take a couple of ones. Which one do you currently have, Malcolm? Can I just get a replacement? If you contact customer service. only 41%. We might actually have to drop a second.
Surface scan by 50%.
80 off. Right, well, I've got the option of 4 probes anyway, so let's do beam. Maybe the opposite side more. That'll get it for 4, I think. I wish I'd read that now. I could have probably done slightly better. Oh crap! That got me 1%. Let's have a look. See what? I got it.
Surface scan complete.
Thank God. Right. Okay. So we've got the human signal now. That's good. I hope that music's not seemingly too loud now because I turned everything up. Mind you, I'm quite quiet, aren't I? So I'll turn myself up a little bit. Or maybe counteract the counteractor. Right. Okay. So yeah. Okay. There we go. Lock the destination, and hopefully, if it's actually on, if it's not around, should just be able to come in on a good approach here. Yep, it's not around. It's just sat nicely on the top. So I shall pull back the throttle just a little bit. Don't want to come in too thick and fast. Sometimes when you come in like this, it's hard to judge the angle because of the way, because of the planet, but we'll be all right, I think. So coming in,
Orbital flight.
coming in hot, but not too fast. Which stick have you ordered then, Malcolm? Shame I didn't know you were looking for one. I could have had my old one. I can't remember which one it is. I'm not surprised you've worn out the fire button, to be honest. Did I lose track of where I was going, or is that it there? That's it. Okay. Thank love. I thought I'd lost track of where I was going there. I'd be just a bit wareful of the G, actually. I think the G was a bit high compared to usual. So we'll try and come... So this one looks very different. This one looks very, very different. So there's 2 gateways. To this one. We'll line her up, and then we'll bring her down. Can you not just train yourself to be ambidextrous? There's always one, isn't there? Always one. Right, here we go.
Low gravity warning.
Ah, so it's low gravity actually. Right, okay, so let's have a look at this one. So it's a bit more decrepit, but in our C23, it was C23 before, wasn't it? Hashtag rehash. Oh, now we do have some bits and bobs here, which is alright. Heat dispersion plate, we've got worn shield emitters. This place isn't to be sniffed at, but I'm full of worn shield emitters. Alright, we've got a comms uplink here, so we'll go ahead and scan that. Ah, I was like, what the heck have I selected there? It's the data point. Now that one is not in as bad of a state as the other one. But I'm guessing it's not covered in mycoid virus, I'm guessing. Okay, so we got salvaged alloys, which were full of them as well. So we'll kind of go around. I'm gonna go around the outside a little bit here because honestly, if I've been to this base before, I don't remember it. Got chemical processors, but I've got them. Mechanical scrap, I've got them. And what's this one? Now there is one. Oh, that's the data point. But hang on, did I scan that data point, or is that actually a different data point? It might be a different one.
Incoming message.
Seems that way. So we've got, oh, there's quite a few logs here, so let's try and find them all. Got some chemical storage units full of them. Ah, we've got comms up. That's a strange place to have comms up, look. Not complaining, but it's just a bit of a strange. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. There's always one special case. Good to be ambidextrous though. Just in an ambidextrous way. Not something to be afraid of. I'm not ambidextrous. I can't seem to find half these bloody things here. Okay, so I found another comms uplink here, but I think there's supposed to be 5. So we've got... oh, there's 4, not 5. Okay. Right, let's see if we can't find this last one then. So it's a bit, you have to be a bit drivey. I think I've scanned that one already. Yeah, okay. See if there's anything around the gate where we first came in. I don't know. That's one shield emitters. Didn't really get a... scanned that point, so wait. That's the same one, I think. I'm just double checking just to make sure. Sometimes I spend my time driving around thinking I have scanned one when I haven't, but that one I'm sure I've already scanned as well. I wonder if there's something hiding behind that. Oh no, I haven't. That's the one. Okay, so let's see what the situation is here. Whistleblower, this one's called. Whistleblower.
I don't have long. Once they realize I'm gone and the data's been copied, they'll send their attack dogs after me. I know they will. But someone needs to show the galaxy what the INRA really is. What it's doing. What it's hiding.
Wow, so that one opens up really strongly. He's obviously been watched. And he's copied data and he's done a runner. So obviously they are going to send stuff after people after him, because their motto was kind of get stuff done no matter what. So it didn't matter if there was a loss of life. I think actually one of the reasons they had to disband was some disagreement with the Alliance. I'm guessing maybe they'd killed one of their pilots or something. Okay, let's have a look at number 2.
I'm sorry for the part I've played in this. Truly. I was a researcher at a facility in the Hermitage 4A system exploring agricultural applications of Thargoid-derived technology. The lab was owned by the INRA. Publicly, the INRA likes to emphasize the whole altruistic cooperative thing, but in recent years it's become much more focused on weapons testing and manufacture. Believe me, it's a military contractor in all but name.
There you go again. He's saying they're military contractor in all but name, so they try and pretend that they're altruistic and they're working as a cooperative with everybody, but at the end of the day it's about themselves and looking after themselves. So I've got that let me just move it because that data point's kind of... There we go. Oh no. Let me get away from that data point because it was over the text there, wasn't it? Okay.
The nature of my field was the study of disease-resistant crops, microproteins, that sort of thing. I was getting good results, even if my superiors took no notice. Then everything changed. I was running a bunch of control experiments, just trying a few things out, really. It was an afterthought. It wasn't even related to the main body of my work. The results were interesting. I didn't think they were particularly significant, but something made me take it directly to one of the INRA guys. I didn't want to go to Dr. Prince. She'd always been pretty dismissive of my work. I would give anything to be able to undo that decision. Anything.
Alright, so this is the guy, the junior doctor, that the other doctor was talking about. So he obviously realised he could do something to destroy the alien technology, and as he said there, she would have kind of poo-pooed it, so he took it straight to them. Okay, let's have a look at number 4.
All my equipment and samples were whisked off to some remote facility. Later I found out I'd been taken to a weapons testing site in the Alnath A2AA system. My research was used as the basis of a new superweapon designed to destroy the Thargoids. I heard they experimented on live captives. I doubt any of it was strictly legal. It certainly wasn't ethical. To the public, the INRA is a symbol of all that is possible when superpowers set aside the differences and work together. Well, it might have started off like that, but it's something very different now. Progress at any cost. Might makes right. All our worst impulses channeled into an unaccountable organization focused solely on making bigger and more powerful weapons. Bigger and more powerful weapons. God. If you find this, if someone finds this, make sure it gets out. Please. It's time people knew the truth.
Okay, so that as I was saying before, like I remembered kind of vaguely about progress at all costs, and that they were just completely unaccountable in what they were doing, so they didn't care who they hurt, who they destroyed. He was talking about them testing on live Thargoid samples or live Thargoid aliens. So I don't know where they got them, by the way. Now he mentioned Alnath, so we'll go there, and he said A2AA. So let's put that in our computer, and that should give us the next part of the story. It doesn't seem left-handed, Malcolm. My guess would be that... wait. Dynamic. My guess would be that... Oh, I'm in the SRV, aren't I? Don't you hate it when that happens? So no, driving would be whatever you stick it to, really. I mean, it doesn't feel left-handed because you're placed in the centre, aren't you? I use an Xbox. Xbox controller for it, just because I think it feels better. I used to have it set up to the joystick and throttle, but I didn't like it. Okay, so Alnath A388, and this is going to be 2 jumps by the looks of it. So let's take off and get going.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, so it looks like this guy copied all the data, did a runner, and he was desperate to escape the INRA. I mean, even the original hyperdrive, I think it was called a hyperdrive before it became the frameshift drive. They were testing that with pilots, live pilots, and some never came back from witch space. Some people who went through witch space in the very early days ended up having serious psychological problems. They said they could hear voices and stuff talking to them. So yeah, INRA's kind of produce at all costs.
Frameshift drive charging.
Probably do this job. I'm hoping, because we are gaining. If you're enjoying the stream, please do leave a like, people. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe to the channel. The screen does a little dance when people do. It's only a small jump, so we should tell you what, the difference between 40 and 60 in the fuel usage is massive.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Massive.
Frameshift drive charging. Wow.
Big sun. Say was it A2? Can't remember, let's see. A2, AA was it? I think it was A2, AA. Sounds about right. Got some free cracked industrial firmware there. So sorry, Marshall. I didn't know you were watching. So Marshall says there was very few pilots that were turned inside out. Some of them were. That doesn't make it right. So be glad to fear that bug out. Yeah. Let's have a look. Right. So where are we going here? A2AA, wasn't it? A2AA. Okay. A2AA. I think that's what he said. Sounds about right. A2AA. I don't want to look back through the logs. I'll have to scan them all anyway. This one's small. Right. So we've got some. Get them out of the way for any that are hanging around. Sometimes I just want to get rid of the degraded emissions and everything, so you can. No. Did I just... No. That's what happens when I think... Oh, so I've been in this system before. Must have. Must have been. So that's B. I don't want to be with B. I want to be with A. A2. Aha. A2. And it was A2. Was it A2AA? So that must be one of these ones around here. This is a gas giant? Very strange. A2A. Okay, we're getting closer. A2A. A2AB. Sod's Law. A2AA. Okay. We've tagged that, so okay, we can go out now. Right. And we've got to flip her over. 4,000 light seconds. Not far at all. Be a walk in the park, especially going at full speed. Shouldn't take too long to get there. To get another beer. That one's nearly finished. I'll do it when I come in to probe the planet, I think. Also, if you want, you can join the Ineffectual Gamer Discord, which is down in the show notes. Which you can come in, and we have various bits and bobs in there, some chit chat, some screenshots and stuff, and like stuff about Elite Dangerous Lore and stuff, all packaged in there, as well as ship builds and things as well. If you're looking to build a certain type of ship. Unfortunately, you have to do all the engineering stuff, but that's all part of it, unfortunately, these days. Right, okay. I don't know why those won't delete. Right, okay, here we go. That's one heck of a ring there. Actually, I'd love to find out. I might have to do it in another sightseeing tour and find out the planet with the biggest ring. But that is a contender. Look at that. Look at that. That looks like a CD. I'm sorry, but it does looks like a CD. The CD planet. Why didn't they put it as Planet CD? Would have been so much more fitting. Right, here we go. Alnath A2AA. and this is for sure an ice planet. It says only 2 probes, so I'm guessing it's a small ice planet. Okay, yep. I'm just trying to do this with the zooming feature because I've never used that before. Right, let me just grab a quick secondary beer, one moment.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Okay, right, so that's mapped. Well, I should be able to see it now. There we go, Clat Enterprises. Oh, don't want to do it as a super cruise though. Right, and hopefully we don't have to fly around for this one either. This looks like it could be a straight landing. It is. So we'll get it lined up and then we'll just come in. Hopefully I'm not coming in too fast here. Slightly too fast. There we go.
Orbital flight engaged.
Not bad if I do say so myself. That was on the line. I hate that you have to turn on night vision every single time. On both. Ah, we can see it already. See a little twinkling going on. You probably can't see it actually, just above my reticule. So I'm always tempted to say, oh, it's a very small base, this one, but they always are small from a distance. Can't see the main gate on it yet. I can see a ramp.
Landing gear deployed.
But I'm honestly not seeing the main gate. Unless the main gate is mixed in with the ramp. This is a strange one, this one. Look at that huge ramp. Can you see there? It's like going into... It looks like there's some type of bowl in there. It looks like a stadium almost. Maybe stadium's not the best word, but... We'll find out as soon as we... I always line face up, but I should always line... Oops! Buggered the hull up a bit, but we'll be alright. I don't know why. Do anything wrong there. I have 80% fuel, just so I know. But I've got plenty of materials for fuel and stuff, so it's not an issue.
Low gravity warning.
Oh, so you can, if you see that line going up from the mountain, that's the disc of the gas giant. It's pretty cool, that. Rightio. So they're always much bigger. Ah, there you go. See, there is a gate. Always much bigger when you get into your SRV. So, inner C23. No, I think that's what it said before. So, doesn't look like there's any bits and bobs on this site. Whoa. Looks like it's straight up scanning. Oh no, there is some stuff. Hybrid capacitor. Inventory full. I wish it said that with my grade 5 materials, I really do. It's kind of that comes up like, it would be wonderful if my grade 5s all said that at the moment. I'm glad that my lower grade ones do too, if I'm totally honest with you. Took a while, but shield limiters are full. Ah, so you've seen different stuff here a little bit here. Inra, sorry, there. That looks more like inventory full. That looked like a kind of, I think I'm outside the base here. That looked more like a hangar of some type, that one. Really have to keep an eye out, because once you're down on the ground, this seems so much bigger. So just over there. This comes up like. Hopefully it's not the one I scanned before. It is. You can actually see how many comlinks we've got. There's 5 in this one, so I thought it felt really big, this base, so it might be. This might be a slight pain in the backside, because we're going to have to literally go up and down everything to find these comms. Sure of it. Don't want to be getting stuck on anything. Right, so I think it's there. We'll check over here. It's a very big build. I'm guessing this is the laboratories or something. Looks like laboratories. Oh, this place is going to be a nightmare. It don't look like the walls get any smaller around here. Does it? No. Okay. This must have been like laboratory buildings, so they've just got that feel. You know? Making sure there's not anything hidden in any nooks and crannies, because you never know. There's stuff above that, which is a good sign, because I think I've come across 2, which is somewhere on there. I was going to say, it put me on the cusp of getting all the audio logs, but I can't see there being 3 up top. I just don't know where I've missed one. Here we go. Right, there's another warning there. Microhazard. Oh wow, so this must have been like a massive mixing bowl by the looks of it. See it again. Just for those of you that missed it. So look, it looks like a huge. I mean, you see here, there's massive crane-like instruments. There's leftover mycoid inside, so I'm guessing it must have been some type of kind of big mixing bowl. Hey Super Nuki, how's it going? Welcome into the stream. Now the secret is, how the hell do I get over to that point? Hang on people, I'm just dying here. Have I got it? Or am I still stuck on the wall? Oh please. No. I'm stuck. Help, ma'am. I'm stuck. I think I'm absolutely, completely stuck here. Yep. Nothing's working. Thank God I brought a second SRV. Yeah. Thank goodness. Ah, for God's sake. I even have to wait for myself. Okay, so I'll have to blow this one up, unfortunately, but
Power plant capacity exceeded. Self-destruct in 20 seconds.
Yeah, I thought I was doing well tonight. I really did. I'm stuck between a wall and a hard place by the looks of it. It's very silly of me to do this. But I have another SRV in the...
Self-destruct in 5.
I have another one in the Diamondback. Thankfully. Let's try that part 2. So hang on.
Low gravity warning.
Oh, you think that's where they did it? Oh, you know that's where they did it. Makes sense, yeah. Right, let's try that again then. So there was something... It wasn't connected to the ramp, that was it? It was kind of somewhere around here. Aha, there we go. There's one. That's still only one. Another 2 to find yet. Okay. And I can't get another one stuck. So, see, there's one up here. Oh no, that's crystal shard. What are crystal shards doing on a roof? Strange. Right, let's have a look. So I'm guessing that's the... I've still only got 3. Oh, we went around all of that, didn't we? So it couldn't possibly be there. I can't see it being back around here because that's mechanical scrap, that's conduction wiring. I went all around here. There could be something around the data point. I very much doubt it. Well, unless that's one. That's probably one I first got. No, if it's doing it this long, normally it means you haven't. Okay, we're getting there, people. Right, there's a data point here. So, we'll scan that.
Incoming message.
Right, so there's one more. One, two, three, four. Yeah, so there's a 5th one. Now, I've already scanned this one for sure. Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, it's a shame. And I've got that one for sure. Yeah. Must have that one as well. Yeah. So it could be on the far side here. I might have missed one. It's hybrid capacitors. Full up of them. Shield emitters. It's not on the back of here, is it? Shield emitters. Because there's this box I'm in here, and I don't think they normally have any of them outside that box. I don't think you normally find any. I think I've already got that one. Must do at that distance. So right, I'm missing one. But this is outside.